Good morning, good. Why, CJ? Good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hi everybody. We've got a wild kitty here today. He's pacing around me like I am food or something. He attacked Thunder this morning. He attacked Alex this morning. He's just feeling a little rowdy. Good morning and welcome back to those of you who are new. I'm Laura. This is the Last Minute Laura morning show. We get together every morning from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. Eastern until 9:30 a.m. Eastern to have our tea. I've got my red rose orange pico tea right here. Thank you, Candace. And to have our breakfast, get our day started, plan out whatever we're going to do, chat, crochet, whatever. And we get together again in the afternoon to do some kind of craft. So we've done crochet, we've done embroidery, we've done sewing, and this week we're on embroidery again. We're working with some of our fun stitches to do an embroidery project. I'm making a little LML for Last Minute Laura. You make whatever you want. So, if you're new, I hope that you'll click the like and subscribe buttons because it really does help the channel grow, and because I hope you'll come back. If you're subscribed, you're more likely to come back. So yeah, subscribe and like the video, and join in the mornings because it's a fun time. We have a good little group of people and we all chat and hang out. Good morning, Whisper. Good morning, Frida. Good morning, Candace. Good morning, Alcy. Hi, Lori. And Crystal's here. Good morning. Well done waking up early. Good morning, B. Good morning, Chris. And Dina, hi. Oh, sorry I'm late. That's okay. And Jake, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. We had a different Australian come in yesterday, Jay, and they started their introduction with good day as well, and it made me smile. I mentioned you. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Katina. How are you doing today? I'm doing well, thank you. After Alex cameo, now we have a CJ sing-along. Yeah. He's like a mad kitty today. For no reason. He's just in a bad mood. Also, yesterday, our muffler almost came off again. Alex like zip tied it with wire back together to hold for now until we can get to a mechanic, but we paid not very long ago to have it like welded to our car, like to put back on by a mechanic. Like they had the car up high and they did it apparently. But it just started dragging yesterday. Like whenever there's something in the back of the car that's heavy, it like weighs the back of our car down and it drags when you turn like around a corner. You can hear metal on metal. Not great. I've told them all to do that. Thank you, Jay. Very good. Hold on, Lori, was it you who asked about keeping floss in control when using? Huh? Je ne comprends pas. And what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, the muffler. So frustrating. So yesterday we were driving and then Alex and I were literally like just starting an argument, which is like the weirdest time. It's like the world was like, shut up, there's bigger things to worry about. We just started arguing and then the muffler started like permanently dragging. Like I could hear metal on concrete and it didn't go away. So we pulled over on like a dangerous part of a country road where people were going really fast. I got all overwhelmed because Alex was like basically in danger while he's trying to fix the car. Then people came outside from their houses and told us to come park in their driveway, but then like 3 different houses worth of neighbors came out and they were all like coming very close to us, and I was like, now I haven't self-isolated for 2 weeks because of you people. Like they came well within 6 feet. Like honestly, like one guy came up to Alex like 3 feet away from him and I was like, Alex, back up. And Alex was like not in a good mood, like because he was hearing me yell at him, but like I was scared. Like I was yelling scared, like get away from these people, they're coming to help. But like there was one old man and like 3 30 to 40-year-olds. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you all not socially distancing? What are you people doing? So anyway, now we have to reset our 2-week timer, which is frustrating. We were going to get the cat food. We were going to go get the cat food. We went and picked up the cat food, and on our way home, this happened. So we were fairly close to home, but it was really frustrating because now it's like I can't go see my parents, I can't go see my sister because now I've interacted with strangers, so I can't bring that into my family. So now Alex and I have to wait 2 weeks to make sure we don't get any symptoms before we interact with my family again, which is a bummer because I was being pretty happy to just interact with my family and Alex, like obviously still social distancing with my family, but like being closer to them. And now I feel like fearful of bringing stranger germs to their house, so I'm not gonna. But we got cat food, which is good, and we can't really drive our car again, which is, I guess, good for the social distancing. We're not going to go anywhere until we can afford to fix the car, which is going to be a little while, and that's just what's going to happen. It costs, what was the cost last time?
Sorry?
How much was it to fix the muffler last time?
$300.
$300? Okay, so basically we just need to make 300 extra bucks over the next probably 2 months. I feel like we can drive to the grocery store with our muffler the way it is because our grocery store is really close. And Alex like tied it up with wire. We're not mechanics. None of us are mechanics. So Crystal, I wish we could borrow you. I was seeing your comments about how you're a classic car person. I wish we could bring you over and be like, how did this happen? Because we don't drive the car crazy. Like Alex and I are not like fun-loving race car driving type people. That's not how we do. It's like a grocery getter. Like this car does not get pushed hard ever, and so it's frustrating because we got it professionally put back on and it came off again. So I don't understand because they definitely welded it, and we don't like hit things. Like it's not like our roads are terribly bumpy or anything. It's just regular driving, and so basically we're just going to be doing very minimal driving for the next probably 2 months until we can save up an additional 300 to put the muffler back on again. I'm frustrated because we paid to have it done. Why is that? Like why? Oh, also yeah, none of them were wearing gloves or masks when they came out. So they're coming like close to Alex, and I was like, you have a compromised immune system. Are you on drugs? Like back away. And Alex was like, either he wasn't hearing me or he was just not hearing because my tone was like very aggressive. But I was scared and I was like yelling at him to back off. And then the like people backed off if they thought I was yelling at them, which is good because they still backed up. But still, contact the shop that did it last time as it should not have come off. Did you hear that, Alex? Alex?
Yeah?
We should contact Canadian Tire.
I think they have like 90-day warranty though.
Okay, well, when did we get it done? It was cold. We were babysitting my parents' farm. When was that? Yeah, but it has...
I think that was November, no?
November? Okay, so it was in November that we got it done. The shop should back their work. It hasn't been that long. Well, it was November though, right?
Half a year.
That's 6 months. But it never fell off ever before. So for it to never have fallen off ever before and then to fall off 6 months after being repaired for that thing, it does seem suspect to me. I don't like it. It puts a bad taste in my mouth.
I'm definitely not happy.
No, and I do think that it might be a good idea to call Canadian Tire anyway.
Well, never know, right?
Yeah. So, anyway. Oh, it was October. Thank you, Scrappy. It was October, Alex. I love you guys. You keep my world in order. Oh, also, good morning, Scrappy. Good morning, Teresa. Did I see Beth in here too? Good morning, Beth. Katina, people where I live are all idiots. No one wears masks, and we do gloves, but people are having barbecues. Makes me so mad. It's a small town in Kentucky. Like, just a few thousand people, but come on. Yeah, but if you only have a few thousand people, how big's your hospital? You know what I mean? So, like, only a few thousand people, but if a whole bunch of them got sick, people would die because there's not enough ventilators in your hospital. There's not enough people working, you know what I mean? October or November is when you took time off and went and were at the farm. It wasn't that time. It wasn't when October. That was when... Oh, it was right after that. You're right. So it's the end of October. Just check to make sure. It shouldn't have come off. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Alex, can I give you that job? Can you call Canadian Tire?
Sorry?
Can you call Canadian Tire?
Yeah.
They open tomorrow.
Yeah.
At midnight tonight, so you could probably call tomorrow. The hardware stores aren't open here yet. It's not a hardware store, but you know what I mean. Okay, can you say happy birthday to my friend Nick Gurr? Happy birthday, Nick Gurr. It was my birthday on Wednesday. So we're birthday week buddies, me and Nick. Katina, exactly. Oh no. That was a troll. That's a troll. Can somebody get rid of K? That's a troll. If you read the name of the person, you can accidentally say a bad word. That was the point. So if someone could erase K, because that's not a real person. And when your parents did the cruise, yeah, exactly. If your car's older, it's probably due to suspension. Yeah, definitely. Our car is a garbage bin. I love my car. Don't get me wrong. Turtle is a good. Let me just get rid of K. Remove. And thank you, Whisper. Thank you. Yes, my car's old. It's a 2002 Toyota Corolla. It's old. It's old. It has nothing like... Oh no, don't unhide it, Jay. We want them hidden. Anyway, yeah, our car's old. It's basically a rust bucket, which is what happens to Toyotas when they get old. The engine is fine. The brakes are fine. The transmission is fine. Everything is fine except for the body of the car is like rusting to garbage. That's what gets rid of Toyotas. So the rust is happening. We have holes in certain spots. Yeah, the suspension is definitely an issue. That's an issue that's too expensive. It's not worth it for how old our car is, if I'm being honest. But back when it originally fell off, $300 was worth it, but $600, like if I pay it again, $600 is not worth it. Like our car is not worth $600. Like there's no chance. We bought our car for $2,500 and that was like 5 years ago. So no, our car is a garbage bin, but I love it. I love our car. It's just not a real, like, reliable vehicle anymore. Hi Sadie. Hi Laura. Hi Barbara's grabbing candy. Everybody else. Hi Sadie. Australia is able to start reducing isolation. Oh, that's good. It still runs fine too. Hold on. I've had a car that I've had 17 years. Just got it in March. My daughter was born in May, so I've had it longer than my kids. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Well, our car is old for cars, right? 2002 or 2020, 18-year-old car. Really a 19-year-old car because 2002 cars were made and sold in 2001, right? CJ, hey, get your face out of my stuff. He's just being trouble. Still runs fine too. Yeah, ours runs fine. It's just the pieces are falling off, you know. That would mean rust. Yeah, totally. Yeah, rust is a big issue here, always. Like if you look in like Cuba, that's why Cuba has like beautiful classic cars. It's because they don't have any of the weather issues that we have here. Luckily for the last 3 years, we've been parked underground or in a garage. Like we haven't been exposed to sitting the car out, but for the 2.5 years prior, it was outside in Ottawa. That's where it was parked. So like the car's been through things. Like obviously it's had a tough life, but it's not having... You have a Sunfire? Oh my god, when I was in like grade school, that was my favorite car. I wanted a red Sunfire. 1,000, my car. Hold on, I missed the first part. 1K, scrappy. Oh, I've had a new car, but I had a car from 99 that we used forever and just sold it for $1,000. Well done. Our car, we would probably have to pay someone to take it away. Peugeot. I don't know. 5008. Ooh, fancy. My mama had a Cadillac for 27 years and it only had 47,000 miles on it. Cats. Our car, Alex,
Yeah?
how many kilometers is on our car?
Over 300,000 kilometers?
Upwards of 300,000 kilometers. I don't know what that is in miles, but it's still a lot. You want to come sit with us? So we have it's had a life, but we give it its oil changes. Oh, and when we were going to Toronto the last time to pick up the PO box stuff, a rock hit our windshield and put not a crack, but there's a bullet hole basically. It doesn't have a crack. I have to go and play violin now. Ooh, hi Maddie, that's cool. I used to play violin, not well, but I took lessons. And Chris, we have a vintage 23-year-old BMW, looks brand new. Whenever we drive, people think we're rich. We paid $3,000 for it. That's awesome. Nobody thinks we're rich when we're driving. People probably think that we live in that car. That's what our car looks like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Still love my car. Turtle's a great car. It's done a good job. Scrappy, 0 body damage, 0 wrong with it, just old. Wow. I think if we wanted to sell it right now, I'm pretty sure we would have to pay, or we would donate it to like Kidney Car, which is like a charity for, I don't know how it works, but it's called Kidney Car. And anyway, my daily driver is 24-year-old BMW, convertible in mint condition. My daily driver is the only car. So there's that. I used to write car reviews. You should write a review for my car. It would be like, it works? Be right back, not Barb, fair enough. Ours is an E34 5 Series. Ooh, you guys sound so cool with your knowledge of cars. Mine has 4 doors. And that's what it has, and a trunk. Like, I'm not a car person. I wish I could be, but I've decided I'm good. Alex wants to learn cars and like how to cars, but for now, he hasn't, so perhaps in the future. My tea is already lukewarm. It's only been 15 minutes since I had it. Excuse me for this, hold on. Stand by while I do a commercial. There's a commercial break. Oh crap, lost a chunk. Wi-Fi wobbly. Oh no, is my Wi-Fi wobbly? Am I twitching on this? It shows that I don't have any dropped frames, so hopefully it's, I mean, not hopefully it's yours, hopefully it's not mine though. One time my cousin's dog got fight with another dog and her ears started bleeding like crazy. Since she's a Dalmatian, half her body is white. Oh no, that sucks. Poor puppy. So I understand the Corolla life. Yeah, the Yoda Corolla is my backup car when I'm working on others. Hubby's daily is a Mazda. Yeah, 2008 though, so you've got the power windows. So fancy. Mine is like it has heat and air conditioning, and it didn't have a clock in it. Like, it doesn't have a clock. Alex had to go to a junkyard, find another Toyota Corolla that did have a clock, pull out the clock, and then put a clock in our car. There just wasn't, it's not like it was missing, there just wasn't a spot, but apparently there was a spot in the dash, so. Now we have a clock, which is so fancy, that's our upgrade. Eventually, we're gonna like start leasing cars, at least that's our plan. I have like a nail, one of my nails is trouble. Anyway, we're gonna eventually lease a car, but for now, we're just gonna live with this car until it's time to get a new one. Although with this whole Rotorino, it looks like things are going to be like financially not good for a lot of things. So I'm thinking that there will probably be like good interest rates and stuff like that for cars in the coming year. I imagine that we won't make it through 2020 with this car though. It's just not realistic. Oh, my car's in the Discord. Why is the Discord not even open on my computer yet? You know why? Because I woke up late, you guys. I woke up at 7:30. I thought it was like early because the sun didn't come up. The sun has been waking me up before my alarm lately. Ooh, nice. Ooh, I like your old car. Your old car, actually I like your new car too, but Alex would prefer your old car. Ooh, that new one's nice. I really like 5-door. I don't want to drive a car with a trunk anymore. I want a car that has like an opening back door where we can shove all our camping stuff. Like in the perfect world, Alex and I were talking about what we were gonna get, and originally I was like, it doesn't matter at all, but like the more I think about it, I mean, I'd be down for a 5-door 2015 Toyota Corolla, that'd be down. I do love leasing. We don't know anything about cars, so it's much easier. Exactly. I like the idea of just being like, here you go. Please, it's making noise. Help. I don't want to have to think about it. Just typed with husband. He says $300 should have replaced the muffler, not just reattached it. Don't take it back to Canadian Tire unless they're willing to fix it for no charge. Oh, $300 was for a one pipe. There was like a pipe that had gotten bent because we ran over it, but the muffler was fine. The muffler didn't need to be replaced, just the pipe that connects the muffler to the car. Or the pipe that the muffler goes, you know, the one like at the back of the car. Thank you, Chris, for that information. So we'll call and complain and see what happens. Thunder looks comfy, only because he feels safe right now, Kim. Good morning, Kim. And Chicken Face, hello, good morning. And new one is I can't even pronounce that word, Peugeot. 5008, it's a 7-seater when we want it to be, and it has a giant trunk, which helps if we want to go anywhere. That's what I want. I want to be able to open it up and have like a whole big space where we could put a bunch of dogs, you know, or like chickens. I want to be able to like use it as a functional vehicle too. So yeah, our car is the new problem, but it's not a problem. Like it's not, it did cause an argument, or it caused me to say mean things to Alex. I won't say it was an argument because Alex doesn't argue, but I said mean things to Alex, so I had to apologize for it, which I did. But you know, when something bad happens, it's like you always have to find somebody to blame, and it's just me and Alex, so I blamed him. I'm sure he blamed me because I was the one driving, you know what I mean? Yeah, like I'm being stared down, I know. He's like a little demon this morning. Are you a little demon? You have trouble? You have a problem? Yeah, he really scared Thunder this morning. You grabbed him by the back of the neck and Thunder was screaming. This time though, we scolded him. I held him on the ground. Does CJ blink? Barely. Alex held him on the ground and said no. And no. And then CJ lied down on the ground and did not apologize at all. It was like Alex was holding him down and CJ was like, leave me, let me go, let me go. And then Alex let go of him and then CJ like stayed lying down on the ground. Like, I chose to be here. He's just such an evil cat sometimes. It's like he's got multiple personalities though. Like, I don't hold it against him because it's not like he was like, it's not like he's been plotting it. It's just like it comes. It will come. I haven't received my package. Our post isn't doing great. Fair. Our post is not great either. My sister sent me a birthday card from Ottawa like over a week ago and it has not arrived yet. So I can't say I'm surprised. Like, the world is kind of crazy right now. It's not your fault, it's our post. Yeah, totally, our post is questionable. CJ, your co-host, he is definitely something, isn't he? Show Laura some appreciation. Hey, yeah, totally. Don't forget the like button. My car broke. And it's cold in Ontario, or at least in southern Ontario. Oh, also, for the next 3 hours, guess what our weather is on my weather app? Snow. It shows snow for right now. Why? It is crazy, Kim, but if you think about it, like, it's a crazy time. I'm more worried for people who have, like, medical equipment that gets sent to them. Do you know what I mean? I like my post hand delivered. Same, Candace. I like my post hand delivered. I like when it's a person who doesn't knock on the door and then run away from your door. The Amazon people, they like have, it sucks. I don't like being afraid of people coming near our car to help us. You know what I mean? Like I was immediately afraid that there were, like, the world is crazy. The post is crazy. The weather is crazy. It's just a crazy time full of crazy stuff. Like, why is there snow? I sent it at the same time as Little John's and she had it for 3 weeks already. USNA, they have better post apparently. I agree, Laura. Laura, can you send? What can I send? Oh, we can send things, yeah, and we can receive things. It's just like slower because they're doing it for more important stuff. But like what I was saying, what I'm worried for the post is like, for example, if you have diabetes and you are in Canada, a lot of, oh, snow to Florida, please. I did that. I ran away. You know what though, Candace? I appreciated it, and I wish you had stayed so we could have had a little chat. I mean, it was during the stream, but like, all I got was like a glimpse of your face waving as you left, and I was like, oh, that's the closest I've had to friendship interaction, like IRL, in what, 14 weeks? How many weeks of 2 years? How long have we been in isolation now? You're like, that was the first non-family that I've seen since this isolation. Like, I don't know if you remember, but forever ago, right before isolation happened, I went on a coffee date with my friend, and that was the last time I saw anybody. So, Candace, you were the first friendly face I've seen other than my direct family. Like mom, dad, or sister. I haven't seen anybody else IRL. So, you were the closest I came to a friend in a very long time, like physically distancing. It seems USA is getting their stuff a lot faster than Canada. It does seem that way. Anyway, I want to finish. If you have diabetes in Canada, you get your supplies mailed to you like monthly, like your needles, I don't know if you get your insulin, but I think it's all the other stuff. Like you get the insulin from your pharmacy, but all the other stuff, like anything for your stuff, injected things, alcohol swabs, all that stuff comes in the mail. And now that the people aren't putting it down or aren't making sure you pick it up, like, no, you can't just like leave medical equipment out, you know what I mean? But they don't know what it is, so it's just like scary. 2 years. I thought so, Frida. I thought it was around 2 years that we've been stuck here in this inside world. Quirk's eyebrow. You haven't seen more than I have. You haven't seen more than I have. You haven't seen more than I have. I don't know. Oh, you have seen more than I have in terms of friends. Yeah, that's fair. Candace, I don't know how many people you've gotten to see, but it's supposed to snow crazy here too. It's supposed to snow here too, crazy. Where are you, Katina? And Lori, that happened to me yesterday. My daughter was walking out the door and the Amazon guy showed up and I pulled her back in and said, get in the house. Now I felt bad. Poor guy. But you know, they're probably scared too. You know what I mean? Like delivering stuff and having to interact with, you don't know who you're interacting with at all. So if I was delivering, I would run away too. At the end of February, I went to Spin Right Yarn Factory in Listowel and had lunch with my brother beforehand. That's the last contact I had with anybody. Not great. Just not great. It depends, Kim. Some things I get faster than other things. I feel like Amazon things come faster because Amazon is in Mississauga, which is like not far. So for me, if I order on Amazon, oh, bless you, which by the way I'm doing today, I filled up my cart with things for the giveaway and like 1 or 2 things for me maybe. And it's going to be a true, Whisper's been on isolation a lot longer, that's true. Yeah, today is going to be an Amazon purchase day, so that means I'm going to get mail soon. Oh, right. What's KY? Kentucky, and TN, Tennessee. About a mile across the Tennessee-Kentucky line. Cool. Welcome back, Maddie. Well done on practicing your violin, because it's important to practice your things that need to be practiced. I'm sorry, I'm picking at my nails and I need to file it or else I'm going to rip my whole nail off. And then when I rip one nail, I rip all of them because anxiety. Anyway, I prefer my delivery people to drop and go. I have security cameras that let me know, plus my dogs. Well, honestly, delivery people, I wouldn't mind. if they just dropped and go. But when I'm so isolated, I want them to be like, hello. But like normally I don't want people knocking on my door. I don't want people coming to my home. When people knock on my door, or like, God, I even get anxious when people call me. So considering that, like, yeah, for delivery people, I don't really want to interact with them. But when I'm so isolated that I haven't seen anybody, I want to talk to my delivery guy. Hey, how's driving around? You know, like what's happening? How you doing? How's your family? And they're like, I don't know you, and I don't even work for Amazon, so I don't care. But I care. I just want to know how people are doing around me, like physical. This area, I want to be able to talk to people and be like, how's your life? The next time we get a water delivery, I think I'll go outside and be like, hi, how's it going? Although we're not going to get one now for like a month because we just got one. Oh, I have to pay that today also. So pay water bill, order Amazon, call hardware store about car. Yay, fun. I love your sweater, looks gorgeous. Thanks, Maddie. And I love your shawl. It's not a shawl, it's just like a small triangle. It's like almost a scarf. It actually is pretty comfortable though. I think this would be actually a really good size for the mask sew in, which is still gonna happen because it's just, you know what I mean? Like it's just big enough to cover everything like this. So if there was the mask underneath, I think this would be a good size. Like we made the other one much bigger. UPS is one of our travel customers. I was speaking with mechanics who had to book cars to pick up drivers who are stranded, and they don't like being in contact with drivers who've been everywhere. I bet. We were allowed to visit with one other person. What my sister, I don't know if she heard this on the news or if she read something, but she said it was some kind of authority that made me believe her. That the next loosening up here will be like you can pick 2 families that you're allowed to interact with. So I'll just pick my sister and her husband and my mom and dad. You know what I mean? Oh, right. Happy VE Day. Victory over Europe. Victory in Europe Day. Happy Victory in Europe Day to those of you celebrating in England. I think it's just England, question mark? Yes, happy VE Day. One more person needs to like. Thanks, Maddie. Yeah, one more person needs to like the video. And thank you for the compliment on the sweater. This is the Toronto City Vibes sweater. I am out of here. I am out of here. Okay, bye, Whisper. Have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you at 4 p.m. Week 11. Jeez Louise. We're having a social distancing street party. Oh, that's fun. We don't have any parties here because we don't have any people here. I live in the country. There's no such thing as anything. I waved at my neighbor yesterday and said, hi. And then he said, hi. And he said, how's it going? And I walked away because I didn't hear it until I was like already turned away. And then when I heard it and I like turned around to be like, eh, he had already gone back to the job he was doing. Like he was doing outdoor work. So that was my interaction with my neighbor. And then Alex mowed the lawn last night. So I'm excited to go for a walk outside if it warms up a little bit in the afternoon so that I can, it was me, I've liked the vid now, thanks Jenna. So once it warms up, you know what I wish though? I wish I had picked all of the hyacinth out of the lawn because I didn't think about it, and then Alex mowed the lawn, so now all the hyacinth has been mowed down. The grape hyacinth, these guys. Remember I picked you guys a bouquet yesterday? Well, I didn't pick all of them because they're cute and I wanted to leave some in the lawn and some for the bees, but they all got mowed down anyway, so I should have picked them. What I'm wondering is, will they come up again, or is it just a one-time thing? Like, will new ones come up? I don't know. But I am excited to see what little creatures have been exposed by the grass, because usually when you mow the lawn you find a couple of moles, maybe a frog, a couple of toads. I'm excited to see how the mowed lawn is a thing. It snowed here at 8 o'clock. I want to watch a formal protest. Yeah, I want to launch a formal protest here because it was even scheduled to snow. The sky does look like snow though. It's not like rain clouds right now. I have to mow the grass today. Boo. What do you mean boo? It's mowing the, okay, well maybe if you've been doing it for years and years and years. Alex and I have only mowed the lawn since we've lived here, right? All of our other places have been apartments or condo. Condo was the last one, apartments for all the others. And this is the first house we've lived in where we've had land around it. So for us, it's still novel. So Alex rides around on the lawnmower and loves it. We have a big property here, so we have to use a ride-on lawnmower. It would be forever. If we did a push mower, we do have a push mower here and weed whacker. The weed whacker doesn't work and the push mower is not worth using. But the ride-on lawnmower, Alex loves mowing the lawn. So, Crystal, if you lived closer, I would have sent Alex over. He's like Forrest Gump. I did that for free. I cut that grass for free. I think in honor of Tim the turkey that I killed by accident yesterday, I'm going to crochet the turkey sweater. Oh, that's a nice idea, Lori. Poor guy. Little Tim. Little Timothy. Well, I don't even know what to say. Sorry that you accidentally killed a turkey. How do you even, blah. That sucks. But at least you got some feathers, so you can like, I don't know, remember him. Jenna, what's the difference between a condo and an apartment? Well, an apartment building, no one can purchase any land there. It's always for rent only, for rent or for lease. A condo building is like an apartment building, but you can purchase the apartment. So you actually own that part of the building, like that room or that like apartment in the apartment building, but you own it. So it's just a little bit different because instead of the building being your landlord, when you're in an apartment building, like you have a building manager. When you're in a condo, your landlord is like a physical person who owns the rooms. Like it's not who owns the building, it's who owns the space. So that's the only difference between a condo and an apartment. Condos can be purchased, apartments are only for rent. So we were still renting, so for us it was an apartment, but it was in a condo building. Does this ever happen to you, Laura? Maddie says. When you cleaned up your working space and the next thing you know, your working space is messy. If I could show you right now, Maddie, that's me every single day. Like honestly, in front of me right now is just chaos. I knocked over a thing full of pens and markers and crochet hooks. There's just chaos everywhere. Yes, Maddie, every time after I clean up, I look and I go, let's start a project. And then it's just destruction. It just gets so messy. Chris, husband loves cutting the lawn as long as he owns it. When we were renting, after we first got married, he hated it. But as soon as we bought our first house, it was my lawn. I love it. Well, I'm sure we will get to that point with this house where it won't be fun anymore, but for now it's still fun. So we'll enjoy it till it isn't. And Lori, that sounds sweet, I think so. You love weed eating, Katina? See, I don't like weed eating for too long because it's a heavy machine, but it's called entropy. Hold on. Entropy. What's called entropy? And what am I trying to say now? Weed eating, heavy machine. I don't want to weed my garden, but I do want to plant all the seeds that I have now. I have so many seeds now. I have seeds from Candace, so I have sunflower seeds and wildflower seeds. I bought a wildflower mix that's like a big, big box of wildflower mix, and it has like worm castings and wildflower seeds. The tendency of the universe towards disorder. Oh, well, definitely in my world, entropy is the way of my world. It tends to head towards chaos. We have a gardener for the front. Our backyard has zero landscaping, but we'll get weeds, and I love weed whacking. Oh, that's awesome that you have a gardener for the front. Oh, imagine. I'm trying to make Alex into my gardener, but he doesn't like it. Like it doesn't come naturally to him. So where's Whisper here today? She left, Laura. Yeah, she headed out a little bit early this morning. I have a light electric weed eating, so it's not heavy. Oh, that's good. Ours is like a gasoline heavy thing. Like it has a strap that you wear around like a side body purse. It's very large. Are you saying a workspace can become cleaned up? No, Chris, it's not possible. And if you can clean it up, it's not real. It's a sham, because as soon as you start another project, you have to bring out all your supplies. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. So, I told you guys yesterday I found a bunny nest. Mm-hmm. And Alex, what did Alex do? Oh yeah, he saw that there were 3 hares in the background, not bunnies, like rabbits. So I'm hoping the nest is a rabbit nest, like a big rabbit nest. No babies in it yet, but covered in mama rabbit's fur and grass, and it's a hole in the ground. So like there aren't babies yet, but like it's almost ready because she's already tugged her hair out. So she like made it a nice warm nest. It's underneath this prickly bush, so hopefully she'll be safe there. Basically, I'm pretty excited about it. I didn't think so. I mean, it's an illusion. It can't actually be real. No. It's just an illusion. Even if you put everything in its spot with labeled bins like celebrities have in their pantry, I'm like, yeah, sure, you put your almonds into the jar marked almonds every time, sure. That's basically the world that I wish I lived in, but I definitely don't. Sorry, I had to bring dry laundry in, hand washing laundry out and reload the hang washing laundry out and reload washing machine. So organized, Beth. I have to do some laundry today. Yesterday when I was playing outside, I grabbed a snake. Well, I caught a snake and it got its like snake musk on my sweater. So my sweater smelled, it's like this weird sickly sweet smell. It's not unpleasant if you just catch a whiff, but smelling it for a long time, it becomes unpleasant. So I had to wash my sweater. I got it off my hands, but it was on my sweater. I do. Okay, well, Scrappy, you're not a real person. You're a hybrid of a robot and a person. You're like the best of us, Scrappy. You're able to do it because you're the best of us. Nobody else. It's just Scrappy who can keep an organized space. But if you could come stop by here and organize my life, that'd be great. I put my almonds in the almond jar every single time. Man, I mean, I put my granola bars in the granola bar space, like basket, because then we love granola bars and we get to eat them. I love hearing that, and I hate when people tell me that they're too old to do stuff or learn stuff. Oh, your grandma loves gardening? Jay, I know that I would put it in the dye water. But do I input it in the pre-soak too? I don't know. That's a good question. Well, if Whisper maybe left the chat open, maybe she'll stop by at some point and notice it. Yeah, my grandpa loves building things. Well, I'm going to try and convince Alex to love building things. Because he loves building things in the internet. I want him to build things in the real world. You can depend how quickly you want the dye to take up by the wool. Oh, okay, that's cool. Good to know. Oh, right, Jay, you're a dyer too. Hello. I don't know why I forgot that. I also collected a whole bunch of forsythia yesterday because I noticed there were some little leaves, and that made me worried that the blossoms were about to finish, so I collected a whole bunch so that I could do a dye batch when I'm good and ready. Since I'm doing an Amazon order today, I may also maybe buy a little bit of wool. Lori, send Whisper a message. Oh, totally. Oh, hi, Austin. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good morning. How is Texas? New Mexico? I know you're close to the Mexico border, but is that Texas? Is it Texas who's close to the Mexico border? How's it where you are is what I'm trying to say. It's cold and cloudy, and it's gonna snow here today, so that's where I'm at. I'm not super pumped about it. I really like spring and summer. I'm not here to go back into the cold months, you know? Different effects having higher acid. Good call. True. I mean, I say true like as if I knew that, but I mean, I know it with natural things. I don't know how to dye things with not plants. Mm. Mm. So good. Mm. That's right, Maddie. Don't forget. Hot. Yeah. El Paso. Hey, I mean, I got the state right, and I knew it was close to Mexico. So that's good, right? I got most of it. How you doing, Austin? You received all of your pins? Give me some updates on your art stuff. It's doing the same thing in my part of Australia. It's doing hot. Hold on. You can go down. You don't have to stay with me if you don't want to. There's no food on the ground. I didn't drop anything. Plus, this is chocolate cake. You think I'm gonna let you eat chocolate cake? No. I'm not a bad dog owner. I'm a good dog owner. Crystal's hand-dyed yarn is beautiful. Crystal, you do dyeing as well. Why don't I remember these things? You know what it is? I'm aware of like the most vocal in the yarn dyeing in our group is Whisper and Sadie, so that's just what stays fresh in my brain. But now I want to see Crystal's hand-dyed yarn. Crystal, have you posted on our Discord some of your hand-dyed yarn? I want to see. Jay, do you have tutorials? Snowing. Wait, what? It's snowing in Australia? That happens? Isn't it your summer, right? No, it's your fall, right? Because it's our spring. It's gonna be 100 degrees today. It's hot. I wish it was 100 degrees outside right now, here, because it's so chilly. She posted it to Discord. Oh, good. Well, let's have a little glancy glance, shall we? Just screenshot where is it that the dyed yarn is? Maybe in our whips? What is it? Let me see. Crystal. I literally just started like a week ago. Amazing! Welcome! Welcome! One of us. One of us. But like actually though, it's so addictive. Once you get started, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be like Whisper, where you're like every single stream, you're gonna be like, I have a DHL package coming. What is it, Whisper? 50 skeins of wool! That's what happens. You get addicted. Worth it though, 'cause it's so fun. Bless you! The reason why I would want it to be 100 degrees, Scrappy, is because it's like 20 degrees right now, here. Fahrenheit. It's like 0 degrees Celsius. I guess that's 32 Fahrenheit, right? So I'm currently rewriting one of my cowl patterns into a shawl, so wish me luck. And I finished one shawl pattern all ready for testers. That's awesome, Austin. I can't get a shawl pattern finished for anything right now. I have a pattern to finish and I haven't done it yet. But you're motivating me. It's in the general chat from yesterday. Okay, I will scroll. I shall scroll. Give me a moment, friends, because I do want to see it. The general chat. Give me the pics. Give me... Ooh, those are so pretty. Ooh, I love that purpley blue mix. The, what, raspberry... blackberry, blueberry. Ooh, I love that. That's so pretty, Crystal. Good job. What did you use? That blue and white mix is also really pretty. I mean, they're all pretty, but like I'm obviously trying to pick my favorites because that's what you do when you see things, right? It looks beautiful. Hi, Karen. Good morning. Nice to see you this morning. Just scroll up in general. I did that. Yep. I'm currently working on a cardigan with it. I changed my mind on the pattern. I'll post the link to the new one in Discord. Awesome. And Crystal, yes, I ordered 110 skeins. See what I mean? From Knitpicks. In addition to roving and a wheel that hubby surprised me with. Don't judge me. No judgment. We're all trapped inside. How much money have you saved since the beginning of the apocalypse? That's what I'm thinking. Like Alex?
Yes?
What was the amount that you were able to put on your credit card this month? He was able... So usually we're like right on the line right now and we like pay our minimums for stuff and a little bit extra. Alex was able to put an additional $1,000 on his credit card this month because we have not done anything in months because we've been stuck here. So it's actually been beneficial to our finances, this quarantine, so that's interesting. So no judgment at all, because I'm imagining for the rest of you, also, your budgets have been impacted by this. It's either your food budget has gone up, or because everyone's entertainment budget has been nullified. We have no entertainment budget, right? Or we have if you budget your money like actively, there's like categories you can put it into, right? Entertainment, food, pets, travel, that sort of stuff. And even if you're not someone who tracks your budget, you have one. Each month you might spend around X amount of money on going to the movies. Quality text there, Sergi. Just quality text. Can one of the mods get rid of Sergi, please? And Scrappy, that's why I got chocolate the other day because of cramps. Frida, oh, what did Frida say that I missed? Oh, if I have cramps, I get my favorite licorice. If I have cramps, I get a Nutella sandwich. Hubby and I do a date once a week. I took the money that we would have spent on fancy restaurants and spent it on wool. Exactly, because you would have done a date and you can't. There's nowhere to go. So all of the money you would have spent on going to the movies or having dinner out, this person doesn't even know how to spell the words. So how are you asking me to do things if you don't even know what you're doing? Okay, cool. I order 10 to 20 kilograms of blank wool at a time, although I've ordered up to 50. Oh my God, 50 kilograms of wool? Okay, here, let me just math this out for those of you that have not mathed it in your head. 100 kilograms. A kilogram is 1,000 grams. One skein of yarn is usually what, 100 grams? So that's 10 skeins of yarn per 1 kilogram. You got 500 skeins of wool at a time. Oh, I want to live in your house. It must smell amazing. Laura, I can share the test pattern on Discord if you don't mind. Absolutely. Do that, Austin. We've got a whole bunch of crocheters. You might as well. Beth, I finally managed to gain weight during this lockdown. I'm not able to walk several times a day like I usually would. Are you aiming to gain weight? Well done if you are aiming to gain weight, and if you're not, then oh well, don't worry about it. Oh, Lori, I've spent way too much money online. I haven't spent any money on anything. I haven't purchased anything for fun. I haven't got any plants. Alex hasn't gone out for any coffee. We haven't gone out to the movies, which is like basically our date. We haven't had sushi, which is our usual, like that's a $50 outing to have sushi, you know what I mean? And we put that into our budget, like, yes, we're broke, but we need to be able to date. Like, we need to be able to enjoy ourselves and each other, you know what I mean? So that's part of our budget, and now it's got nowhere to go. So no plants to buy, no restaurants to go to, no nothing. So, you know, there's a lot of people who don't have their jobs, so I get that that part of the budget is good to use for like your bills and stuff, but if you do still have your job, which is what I have, or if your life has not been heavily impacted by the quarantine, then, I mean, might as well buy some yarn. That's kind of how I feel today. Plus, I feel like I want to support a Canadian business. It's to support Canadians. That's what I'm doing. I want to buy yarn to support small business. Also, these are my knees underneath my sweater. Don't be judgy. I'm just chilly. I've ordered my weight in Lululemon leggings. I need stretchy pants. Do you know what I heard on CBC? They were saying that pants sales have gone down. Isn't that funny? You just keep having a birthday and I'll keep bringing you plants. Candace, can I have a birthday next week? Look how pretty this plant is. It's already taller than when you gave it to me. That was 2 days ago and it's already taller. Like I can visibly see where it has extended. This thing is already a fast growing plant. I haven't even had to water it yet. The soil is still damp from wherever you got it and it's already starting to grow. It was like packed tight and now it's growing. So I really like that plant. I like that it's pink. That makes me smile. I'm excited to see what it turns into because Julia said it's going to grow very big. I've tried to support local and small businesses so I don't feel so bad. There you go. So you're good. You're fine. Do you want to sit with me? Okay, hold on. Let me just, come on. Here, you can go underneath. It'll be warm. Look, this way. There. All right, now he's happy. We have a lot on Ola eating lunch at home. We've saved a lot on Ola eating lunch at home. And gas, yeah, totally. You're not traveling as much, right? So gas price, gas budget can go down, travel budget. Yeah, in general, just budget is a better budget right now. Oh, also Mother's Day this weekend. Friends, Mother's Day is this weekend in Canada. I don't know, in the States too, I guess. I guess it's not in England though, because you guys had your Mother's Day. I don't know, Sadie said it before, remember? I'm really cheered up by this purple hair business. That's awesome, Frida. And when are you doing it? Have you started? So, and if you have started, what's it looking like now? Show us the progress, the process of it, because I bet you the first time you bleach your hair, it ain't gonna be a cute vibe. You're gonna have to do a second bleach, but I still want to see the process. The purple will be pretty, but make sure that you bleach it enough so that the purple shows up purple, because if you have orange or yellow in your hair, you have to add that to purple. And what's purple plus orange or yellow? It's not going to be the same. It'll end up being a greenish, because purple is created by including a blue and red, but it's more blue. So if you have blue and then you have yellow, it's going to end up being a little green, so make sure that you bleach it. Not here. Oh, okay, not there. In the States as well, and in Australia. Cool. Mother's Day is on Sunday. I think it was in March I got, when I gland, or beginning of April. Yeah, it was a bit ago. I remember Sadie said so. Oh, in England. Yeah, well, it's this Sunday here, and on Saturday all of the garden centers are opening. So I want to go to a garden center, but I feel like I'm just gonna not go for 2 weeks because I don't want to be part of the problem, and I interacted with strangers that I didn't want to yesterday. I mean, I didn't. I stayed in the car yelling at Alex, but Alex got too close to at least one of them, and it was a senior, like an old man. So he's probably been isolated inside, hopefully, but he did come, he was wearing gloves, so that was good. He came up to Alex to ask if we needed help, but he did come way too close. And I'm sure he's been at home. He had this like big, beautiful Italian mansion, so I'm sure that he has enough to do at home. But still, I don't know that he hasn't traveled, so I can't be sure that, like, contact tracing wise, if Alex or I were to get sick, we would have to, you know what I mean? It would just be more complicated. So if we stay 2 weeks, then I don't have to worry about any additional people, and I don't want to interact with my parents or my family, which is a bummer because I do have to go to my mom for Mother's Day, so that means I'm gonna have to be like super far. You had Alex go into the store? No, Alex didn't go into a store. We pulled over at the side of the road and Alex got out of the car to get underneath the car and see if he could like do a MacGyvering makeshift fix for our muffler to get us home. We were probably only like 5 kilometers from home at that point. And then the old man came out of his mansion, which we were parked in front of, just because it was the first spot to stop. Laura, you're overthinking it. I know, but at the same time, I don't want to I don't want to contribute to the problem. And the problem is that people aren't considering all the people that they've interacted with. And it's still a problem here. Like we haven't eased up on restrictions here, Jay. So if, for example, in a week and a half, if I get sick or Alex gets sick or whatever, we have to be like, well, in the last 2 weeks, I know we've interacted with my sister, my brother-in-law, my mom, my dad, and now an old man and their 3 neighbors. So like it's just adding, and the woman at PetSmart who put the cat food in the trunk. We didn't come close to her, but like still, she was like, those are the people we've spoken to. So yeah, I know it seems overthinking, but at the same time, like, coronavirus could kill my parents, you know what I mean? Like, it probably won't be the thing that makes me hospitalized, but I'm fairly certain the elders of my family would not be okay. So it scares me for them. I'm not worried for me. I'm worried for Alex because he is on immunosuppressants, which scares me, but he's also a big, strong guy, so, you know, maybe he'd be fine, but I wouldn't want to risk it for him, and also I wouldn't want to risk it for my parents, and my mom is my grandfather's primary carer right now, so I don't want to risk it for that. It's like a lot. My stepmother, who's basically my only mother, was tested. She won't know the results for 2 to 5 days, so her Mother's Day will be very lonely. They don't have internet or smartphones. They're older. She's 82. Crystal, that's heartbreaking. That's so sad. I'm sorry. Well, do you live closer to her? Like, do you live close to the point where you would visit? Maybe you can drop off some flowers or something on the door so that she can feel good vibes. And if you guys have kids, maybe you can get each kid to make a different card. You know, like almost if you've got kids, like, I don't want to say sacrifice your Mother's Day, but maybe sacrifice your Mother's Day because you've got your family and she doesn't. That's an option. Crystal, sending good vibes, totally. It's not overthinking it. You should only be going to these stores and be careful not being too close to your family. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I don't need to go to a garden center. That's the frustrating thing. Like I can't even say it's like a mandatory. Like I could say like I need to pick up vegetables for my garden for food. That way I could argue it as a necessity, but that's not why I want to go to the garden center. I want to go buy some indoor houseplants, and that is not, it's not a mandatory, it's not part of what I need to do to be healthy or safe. It's not food or medicine. And I know that. But I still want a houseplant. Thank God for you, Candace. Honest to God. This is my first houseplant in how many weeks again? 4, 8, 12. Have we been doing 12 weeks yet? It's not been 3 months. March and April anyway. Compromised. I need my husband to be careful, and he is. Well, yeah, Alex is immunocompromised. He just is. It's not even something we can be like, it's probably not that bad. No, he's literally taking medicine that removes his immune system so that his skin doesn't attack itself. Like his immune system is confused anyway. So, Maddie, we were talking about the Sound of Music yesterday. Hello. Yes, we know what the Sound of Music is. Remember I was singing, how do we solve a problem like Corona? How do we make everyone wear a mask? You know, Crystal, you need to be closer to spread it. She has symptoms, my father doesn't, so I hope it's something else. I hope so too. And I do live not too far away, and I saw her about a week ago. We distanced, but I'm still worried. Now I'm afraid to even stand in her yard to talk to her like I did last week. Well, you don't have to stand in her yard and talk to her, but you could drop something off on her porch so that she still gets to feel the love. Like maybe if you guys, do you guys have an iPad? Because maybe if you guys have an iPad or something like that, maybe you could lend it to her, like not give it to her, just, or unless you'd like, or somebody who has like a million, but probably not, because who does? But you could lend her like an iPad or something so that you guys could, you know, still chat. Yes, I know, Scrappy, I'll be fine. Thank God for Candace. This plant will keep me from putting ourselves at risk. So thank you, Candace. Although Candace, when this eases up, I think that maybe you and I should go to the college garden at Niagara College. My little sister, oh, but they're closed, right? The school's closed, so maybe not. They probably don't have any plants. Huh. Oh, you know what, Maddie? That's so funny that you say that right after I said that. We're on the same wavelength, and that's funny. Crystal, you can communicate through the window. That's true too. You can visit through the window. Oh, maybe if to make her feel less lonely. How many kids do you have, Crystal? If you've got kids who are willing to accommodate, bless you, bless you. Oh, bye, Chris. Have a great rest of your day. Stay warm. Because Ontario's cold right now. Stay warm. It's not a bad idea, Laura, but they wouldn't even know how to turn it on. They've never owned a computer or a smartphone. They don't even own a microwave. Crystal, that could be the Mother's Day gift then, is that you have big instructions. You know what I mean? Like on a piece of printer paper, each kid can write 3 instructions. So like step 1 in all caps in big, press the button that looks like this, and then draw out the button, and then maybe like put a post-it note on the iPad, like make that the exciting journey. Like put a sticker next to the button that is on, like a red sticker, and then on your instructions put a red sticker. First, hit this. You know what I mean? Oh, Jay, yeah, you better go. It's sleepy time. Have a good night. Great to chat with you all. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas. Definitely. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mamas. But then you could do like step 1, click the phone icon, you know what I mean? Step 2 or whatever. Or that's true, but couldn't it be fun to make it a, because like hearing instructions verbally can be stressful. I know when I'm trying to explain over the phone to my mom like how to set up the Roku or the Netflix or whatever, it's not easy over the phone, but having visible instructions that you can look at and follow, it could be a cute way to make it fun. I would just make a sign and each goes to the window so she sees you. Yeah, that'd be sweet too. I drove past the college the other day and it seemed not so busy there. One lone person in the vineyard. Well, they had really good sales on plants last year for Mother's Day. My little sister got like full skids or flats, whatever they're called, of baby plants. And they were like $1 something for the whole skid. That sounds amazing, Laura. I actually might do something like that. I think you should. It'd be fun. If you do, take a picture of like the cute part of it because I love seeing that stuff. I'm really good at making like, what are they called? Scavenger hunt, like that type of gift where you have to like have instructions and there's like, I like that kind of gift. So that's like my fave. Van Gogh is one of my faves, Maddie. Ooh, what did Maddie say? At school, I'm learning about Vincent van Gogh, the painter. That's awesome. Maddie, that's really cool. At school, are you going to school or are you working from home now, Maddie? Also, Maddie, your family is in Bali, but you're from France. And there's you texted me, Maddie texted me this morning on the Discord saying that she sent a package to me. Thank you so much, Maddie. That's very sweet of you, and I'm looking forward to receiving it. But you said your dad's business is going to be the thing. LOL. My PO box right now is my mom and dad's business, so I get it. But what did they do? That's interesting. Do you have a favorite painting yet, Maddie? Oh, a Van Gogh painting. Van Gogh is water lilies and sunflower, right? I feel like those two are my favorite just because they're my parents' favorite. My mom's favorite is sunflowers and my dad's is water lilies. But that's fun. My aunt is a grandma and her grandkids come to her window and she loves it. That sounds sweet. Aw. I would just make a sign and each goes to the window. See, the other problem is that my parents are they're still not great at the social distance. Like my dad was handing me something and was speaking while he was handing it to me, and I'm like, you can't be this close and still talk. If you're gonna hand someone something and like you're not gonna, you know what I mean, like you're just gonna grab it and go away. It was a pizza box, but when you're talking to them, when you give it to them, now there's moist, anyway, frustrating. No water lily, not water lilies, but sunflowers. Water lilies is Monet. Sorry, water lilies is Monet. Thank you. Peace lily is my favorite. My favorite is sunflowers. I love Starry Night. Oh, those are all beautiful ones. What's peace lily? I don't know peace lily. I mean, I probably do when I search it, but in my brain I don't. So let me just give her a little search. Van Gogh, peace lily. Oh, I also love his self-portrait. Super creepy looking, like dark. I don't see peace lily. Oh, there it is. No, that's just a watercolor that somebody else did. I like peace lilies, but Van Gogh's sunflowers, I don't see Van Gogh's. I see Van Gogh's irises. I also like Van Gogh's irises. Was he speaking moistly? Yes, my dad is a moist speaker. You know, like when you speak for long enough that you end up having like spit corners? My dad is a moist speaker for surezies. And he was talking at me, and I was like, no, stop. Or to Alex, hey Alex, can you help me lift this thing? Not if you have to come within 6 feet of him. Irises is beautiful though. I do love irises. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, also, Lori, if you're still here, my mom was showing me her irises just because you showed interest in irises, so I'm telling you about them. Anyone else who likes irises also, you can here. My mom grows lots of different varieties of irises and lilies because she likes them and because she's like upping her game of cool varieties. She has the one that's like a black iris, and the one that she has now. Oh, I thought we were talking about flowers. Lol, my daughter did his Starry Night. Oh, cool. That's cool. My friend made aprons out of fabric that was done in Starry Night. Oh, the shawl in Discord. Okay, so while I'm telling the story of, what was I telling the story of? Hold on. Let me round back. Circle back here, Laura. Talking about, shoot, I lost it. Talking about Alex and my dad. Yeah. Then I don't remember. If you guys could trigger me into what we were on. I lost my train of thought. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a great stash buster. Great idea. I love that long with the star in the back. Very nice. That's pretty. The kaleidoscope shawl. I'll check out that video, Maddie, the COVID one. I'm working online on Zoom. Oh, for school, right? Cool. Austin, I want to test it. Well, good thing we have this community. Right, thank you so much, Candace. Jeez Louise. My mom's flowers. So, right, Lori and Candace, you can hear too, because you're nearby. And she has a lot of irises. One of them has already bloomed, and honest, I've never seen an iris so small. It's this tall. It's a regular sized bloom, so the flower is like this big. The stem is this big and the leaves are this big. Like a regular iris is like a pretty tall flower. There's some big flat leaves and then one big stem or with two, maybe one or two flowers on it, right? Search irises if you want to see. This is like a miniature iris that she got as an exchange. So she gave them some of her rare irises and they gave her some of their rare irises. And the whole plant is about that big. I've never seen that before. And it's like a full size bloom, purple iris, this big. Very cool. So that was something cool that happened. That's all. That was the whole story. That's probably why I forgot it, because it was very important. Also, at this old person's house that we pulled into their driveway for, I was looking at their garden because I was just raging and looking for something to not hate on. They had so many hens and chicks in their garden that I realized that's something that I want. Vincent van Gogh farms near, Vincent van Gogh farms, let's see. Vincent van Gogh farms, oh, well, that's the first search, so, oh, that is beautiful. So weird, because it's beautiful, but like, it's not, like, yes, it's magic, but sometimes when you look at art, do you ever think like, it's beautiful because it's old, it's beautiful because it's a talented thing, but also there's got to be a je ne sais quoi about it, because it's not that it's undoable, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at sunflowers, it's not completely complicated. It's complicated because if you think about what he was making his paints out of, and the fact that he probably made a lot of his paints by crushing things and mixing things, and that makes it like amazing. But if you think about it just as like the picture of sunflowers, it's good, it's pretty, I like it, don't get me wrong, but like the fact that it's like the work of a master, I feel like it has to do something with the paint. You know what I mean? Because like that's the part that would be crazy nowadays if we were making it, like to have to make the paint and pull the canvas tight and all that stuff. My sister sent me a really funny meme, which I will upload to the memes page, but I'm going to share it with you guys because it made me laugh. And it's this. It's just a little bit of text, so just hold on and I'll read it. How was philosopher ever even a job? LMAO. Like, was Socrates sipping wine on a balcony somewhere, drunkenly slurring stuff like, to find yourself, think for yourself, with a crowd underneath him screaming like, yes, Socrates, another banger, this man is just will not miss. Like, how did you not starve to death being a philosopher? Like, what was your product? You know what I mean? No, I don't know. No, I don't know what you're saying. It's everything. if it speaks to you, it's doing something. He wasn't a master in his time. It's what the art invokes in you. Yeah, but it does. And Sunflowers does. When you look at it, it makes me feel something. But I think a lot of the context is in that as well. Like, it's not just a picture of sunflowers. It's like me imagining when it was painted, how the world felt when it was painted, how people's lives were when it was painted, what the ingredients were for the project. Like, I think of all that stuff and then I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, that's a lot. It took 6 years to make the movie. I'll put the link. Oh, cool. Thanks, Maddie. That's great. Like, I don't know. Like, I see some things and I'm like, that's beautiful. But for me, the beauty is expanded on when the context is expanded on. You know, like when you see Da Vinci's work, you're like, wow, that's a beautifully intricate picture of like a man. But then when you think about it in the fact that what was happening in the world when he was drawing these pictures on paper of things that didn't exist yet, like helicopters, like when you get it in that context, it blows your mind. But like when you look at it in general, you're like, oh cool, somebody thought of like a helicopter. But then when you think of like where everything is and like how that was completely unthinkable because there weren't cars yet, there weren't anything that was like a helicopter to, you know, I don't know. I feel like the context increases the value of the art to me, the context of the time. But then again, I like that type of thing with anthropology, right? Like the Bible. I like thinking of when this chapter was written, they know it was written between XAD and XAD. What was happening in the world? Who was warring with who? What were they eating? What were they not eating? Where were the most people located? Like, how were the groups getting along? What other religions were in the place? Like, I like knowing all that. Ooh, thank you. It'll make you think. Thanks, Frida. Please do. I'll look at them. Your favorite artist. I don't know who my favorite artist is. I'll have to think about it. Ooh, on TikTok. Cool. I will see. I don't know who mine is. I think it's probably Da Vinci. Just because I love looking at all of those paper drawings. Like when I was younger, I used to print them out on paper. And then like I'd print out Da Vinci's drawings on printer paper, and then I would stain that paper with tea, or alternatively, I would stain the paper with tea, iron it, and then print the Da Vinci stuff on it so it looked like old paper. And then I would try to draw the stuff from the tea stained paper of Da Vinci's drawings from my printer. I would try to draw them out in charcoal. Like I had a thing for Da Vinci when I was in high school. I had like a dark art phase. I wish I had photos of me like with my art. Like Maddie, the photo that you have with your bread, I want more photos like that of me with my things. Like I just want a photo of me with my plants, like just so that someday I can be like, see, there's me with my plants, like something like that, you know? I put the link on Vincent Van Gogh. Thanks, Maddie. Sounds good. I posted a bunch more on TikTok. I don't know if you guys are following me, but at Last Minute Laura on TikTok, there's like, I probably have like 20 TikToks now because I film a lot of video clips on my phone and I shared them with you guys. So there's that. I've been pretty engaged with my drawing lately. I think I'll go on a little artist binge today. Oh, also, hey, Alex, you had a good sleep last night.
Sorry?
You had a good sleep last night.
I think so.
And you had a good sleep the night before.
Yep.
And you know what the difference is for those last 2 nights?
What?
I put lavender satchels under our pillows.
Oh.
And Alex said to me this morning, wow, I had a really good sleep last night. He never says that. Candace, that's legit. That's crazy. That's so cool. Smells so good. Anyway, that just made me think. Kind of cool. I have a very purple vibe on my desk right now. I have grape hyacinth, lavender, purple embroidery floss, and grape candy, which I'm not eating right now because I'm currently eating cake because reasons. Jeff Koons, could you post that in the Discord so I could check it out after because I won't remember it and My notebooks are nowhere to be seen. They're somewhere, but they're not here. So there's that. Yes, lavender is great for that. Yeah, but Alex didn't know that the lavender was under his pillow, and he made a comment. I had a really good sleep last night, and I forgot, so I was just like, that's good, congrats. But I also had a really good sleep last night, and I didn't think about it, but on my birthday, when you dropped that off, pretty much right after the stream, I just put them in my pillowcase, at the bottom end of my pillowcase. You can drink passion flower tea for an extremely relaxed sleep. Passion flower tea. I'm gonna have to look at how you make that, because my mom has a huge passion flower plant. I wonder if I could make it. And I'll try it. Passion flower tea for extremely relaxed sleep. I mean, like, anything that I can do that feels like it's not taking sleeping pills. Like, I've had to take my panic attack pills to get to sleep before, but ideally I would love to just like have a cup of chamomile tea and then like fall asleep. That'd be great. Maybe I can just add melatonin drops or something. I feel like there's melatonin drops. Is that the right word? Melatonin. Yeah, that's the right word. But yeah, anyway, thank you for the lavender, Candace. It's actually like visibly made a difference for Alex and I, so that's awesome. Cool. Also, yeah, thunder, right? Are you cozy in there? It's nice and warm. Yeah. You good dog. Got a little goop in your eyeball. There you go. Now you're pretty again. Okay. So it just soothed you. It's natural. It's a natural sedative. So it's valerian. You can drink passion flower tea for an extremely relaxed sleep. It's a natural sedative. So is valerian root. It just soothes you. Interesting. Valerian. I'm going to get a pixie cut soon. Ooh, I can't choose what color my hair will be next. A pixie cut. I just think pink. Pink. Frida's going purple. Well, good. Bye, Scrappy. Have a good rest of your morning. We'll see you at 4 p.m. Eastern time for more embroidery. Is Sadie still here? Are you streaming today, Sadie? And if you are, at what time are you streaming? Because who was it who asked, was it yesterday? Are we going to be doing the stream of streams again soon? And if we are, what time are you streaming, Sadie? And if you're not here, then that's okay. Yes, bye, see ya, Scrappy. Yeah, stream of streams. I have a sneeze coming. I don't know from where. Thunder right now is why we crochet wool sweaters. It brings joy and comfort. Look at him falling asleep all cuddled. It's true. This is the reason we crochet. Because some people really, really appreciate being super warm. Don't you, buddy? Yeah, your life is actually pretty good. He really liked running around on the lawn yesterday after Alex had cut the lawn. Thunder was like running, like hopping and skipping around the lawn. It was very cute. Anyone play Animal Crossing? No, but I did see a really funny meme that made fun of Animal Crossing, but it also was making fun of it in like a we're all playing it kind of way. I'm not playing it, I don't have a Switch. But it was saying like, who thought quarantine would make us, it was something like, make us worship furries. Something like that. It made me laugh. It had something to do with furries. I don't know what the meme was. It was funny. It made me giggle. So, Austin, I don't have a Switch. Exactly the thing that I'm dealing with. A purple pixie would be cute too, though. A soft lavender purple pixie, but you'd have to bleach the absolute life out of your hair. Because you have dark hair, right, Austin? I mean, your hair is bleached, but I mean, like, your natural hair is darker. So you'd probably have to do a round or two of bleach for that. But lavender purple's pretty. This is my dog, and this is just what he looks like. I think it's time to cringe, you guys. I think I'm gonna be outie, because I wanted to start drawing again. I want to upload more on Redbubble. For those of you that don't know, I have a little shop for all my art now. You can buy my art, you can buy it on clothing, you can buy it on merch things, or you could just buy it as a print. It's linked down below as my Redbubble. All of the ways you can support the channel are linked down below, so check it out. But for real, if I need a smile, I rewatch your birthday moment, Laura. I must have watched it like 8 times now. Oh, that makes me so happy, Candace. I'm glad, because it made me really happy to open it. So thank you. Yes, but I have a dragon fruit purple hair. Ooh, dragon fruit purple. Dragon fruit. Dragon fruit is purple. Yeah, like magenta though, right? So you've already been purple. You've been yellow before too, right? I advocate against green, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of green because I find that it washes out to like a not the cutest color. What's going on here, by the way? Are we seeing this? I missed hair in my ponytail this morning, so it's just have this just little weird piece. All right, I'm gonna go. Drink water today, guys. Be nice to the people you're quarantined with. You go in there because I need to pull my sweater back up. Be nice to the people you're quarantined with because you're still gonna be stuck with them for a while. Try to actually socially distance because it's good to do so. Drink water, wash your hands, be kind to everyone, toodles. Yes, exactly. Drink water, wash your hands. No doorknob licking, nothing of the sort. I shall see you at 4 p.m. I love you all. Thanks for coming, and I will see you later.